This video is addressing the questions we had about Camilo's financials. And unfortunately, we don't share our financials, but I can say that even if we did, they wouldn't be that interesting because we're so early in our development. The company was funded initially by friends and family of the founders, and we've also received some funding from the United States Environmental Protection Agency. That is non-dilutive funding, so they don't require any ownership, and that money has enabled us to run some pilot demonstration projects that are currently active. Our objective is to get as far as we can on non-dilutive funding while retaining as much ownership of the company as possible. We are believers in the lean startup model. Eric Ries, in his book, The Lean Startup, Steve Blank, and the Startup Owner's Manual are important resources for us. We're currently, testing hypotheses, hopefully succeeding, but if we're failing fast and iterating. It's our belief that it's an efficient use of capital to do that in confirming product market fit before building out a lot of systems and teams, et cetera, that would be expensive if we had to adjust once we were in the market and needed to move in a different direction. But as I said, we have bootstrapped the company so far. We don't have any debt. The money we have spent has been spent primarily on product development for our minimum viable product, or MVP, in that we are using in some of the test demonstration projects. We've also spent on protection of our intellectual property and version 1.0 of our branding, including website, domain, some collateral materials and things. And then lastly, field testing, market testing with our product with clients. We currently have several paid pilot projects, so we are getting paid from several potential customers as we gather feedback from them. Our hypothesis right now is that our business model will be a subscription model, selling our software as a service. We refer to it as traceability as a service. And generally, software as a service or SaaS models have high margins, generally over 70%. Our customers are companies that are in the plastic supply chain. They would pay for our service in order to have for themselves and to provide to their partners and customers traceability, third-party traceability for the materials that they are working with. I say it's a hypothesis, but we've received, strong response. We attended our first industry conference last week and had a really strong response to that business model. And we are currently working with a number of companies that expressed interest with us at that conference, and we're hoping to get further validation on if that's the direction that we are going to go. But we look forward to your thoughts and ideas about whether that might be the right way to go. And if you have additional questions, I hope that this has given you additional information that would be helpful.